Double up. Delete that. We have deleted. Let's check that. Go back to there. That's not where we wanted to be. Cool. Presume you can hear me. Have things ready to go. So, welcome back. If indeed you are back. Tonight's exciting thing is that we're finally back onto Shadowbringers. I had hoped to finish Shadowbringers before the next patch came out, but the next patch is due out in a few days. The 15th or the 25th? 25th, surely. Anyway, the new patch is due out before I'm due to finish Shadowbringers' main scenario quest, so we'll just have to catch up with it later. In the meantime, we should get on. I've had a look through the quest lists. I've done it all before. Been a while, but I have done it all before. And I think the sensible thing to do is to split the first section of it into two, which it does anyway. So we will talk to Alphinaud and we'll talk to Elise, and we will do Alphinaud's quest line tonight and then Elise's tomorrow. Which seems eminently sensible way of doing it. Yeah, so shall we just crack on? Shadowbringers. Enos, we're going to have plenty of time between the end of this and the beginning and when Endwalker comes out. I think that gets us online, gets you seeing things. Okay, let's crack on. The Circus Trench. Tataru is itching to share what happened, what appears to be good news. That'll be good news. Excitement. Stumbled across a path, eh? Yeah, let's go give them a hand. I mean, it does sound like tedious work. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's right up there with tedium, but we'll pretend we're excited for it. Pretend we're looking forward to it. We have to go by boat. Let's zoom in a bit. We can see more of what's going on. A friend of mine's doing his Link to the Past racing as well, again. And the guy who is up against doesn't have a tracker on his stream. And I'm sorry, but that's just rude. How am I supposed to pretend I know what's going on if he doesn't have a tracker on his stream?
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
It is a day for faded dreams.
And thank you for showing me the dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you!
I must say your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change.
We did everything right! Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this!
Your time has not yet come.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night? Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply. Yeah. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
We can't mount up. First there's no circus in that trench, and then we can't mount up. What sort of game is this? We can run though, I'd imagine. Sense a gate.
Halt!
Okay then.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail? Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Poor thing.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh no!
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private. Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions. That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Ooh, it's crystalline. Well, that was a bunch of experience. Far more than I was expecting. We've got a weapon coffer though. Let's have a look. What's the current weapon? 370. Inventory. Probably should have a bit of a clear out at some point. What was in there? Level 1. That's a casting coffer that we had to take. B85. Sure. It's better than a kick in the teeth. Do, 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 do. There. We've got a new stabber. Ooh, looks like we might get some new gear too. We do like Aetherites. We won't be doing any of their quests soon. Okay, we have our itinerary. Crystal clear. That's one of my jokes. Good to know that my character has picked up some of my bad habits. All right. Time to attune to some ethers. One over there. We're going to get this one first. We're going to get the main one first. The Big Daddy. I'd be interested to find out at what point I lose the sprout. Is it when I finish the main scenario for Shadowbringers, or when I finished all of the main scenarios, including the ones in the patches? We won't chat, and then because I think we can jump down. Not doing anything in here for a while. Our best craft is like 9. Oh, being taught about life in the Crystarium, that's very useful. I mean that. Ethernet shard. Oh, I thought we could jump down somewhere around here. Oh no, you have to be over there. Head over here and have a jump down. Here? Nope. Here? Yeah. Ow. Let's go and attune to this one first. Then we'll go to the library. Ooh, there's where is it? Oh no, it must be up. Oh, nuts. I have to go and do that later. Oh, that's up as well. Someone did coffee biscuits. Sounds so nice. Don't know why I did that. So used to just leaping off the chocobo when talking to people. An illustrated history book for children. Actually, that sounds really useful. And we were excited to learn about the Flood of Light. And they were fairly pretty pictures. Right, let's head back to the Aetheryte Plaza. No, we've been that way. What are you doing, Mark? We've been that way. Let's go the other way. Let's run! Run like forced. Bragi. Hello, Bragi. He's a fellow Hrothgar. Hrothgar. Oh, we won so, not Hrothgar. It's an enamel jar. Goldgent. Drawn. Crystal Exarch, home place. We'll just head for the meetup, because I'm fairly certain we'll go to the places where the other aetherite crystals are before long. Ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. Hello, Crystal Exarch. Oh, did we write an essay about those? You stole a crystal tower. Tabard of Maiming. Let's return something. Keep that. Probably don't need that. I suppose it might look better when we've got all of it. Anyway. Oh, legs next. Just grab this on the way. So it seems my friend's race is, or his opponent, stopped streaming. Don't know whether that was on purpose. Don't know if that disqualifies him. These quarters, not very cozy.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphinaud and Alizé, have lived in the First for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete.
They were nudie.
Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return. We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future, that which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Excellent. You will not regret this.
Not like I've got a lot
With
of
that
choice.
settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
We need this one, and there's 3 more. 3 more we need? 3 more ether crystal-y things? There's 1. Let us attune.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Tombstones.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. A Van Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Mostly. Got the coat here. Stick.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand. Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Consider it done.
Okay.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
a Ninru. Gonna get a Ninru. Yay, summoning bells. No summoning bell post, because I can really do with offloading a bunch of my bag shite. Pretty large. Quite like it. Yes, let's retire to our new quarters. I imagine that's what we're meant to do. It's Ardbert.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source. What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source, a daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? "100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Right, let's go and find a thingamy. What's name? Doodad. A summoning bell. Timoko. Entrust some items. Ooh. Right, let's. Interior, we do that, we'll do that. 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 And that. We use that. Sure we need either of those. Probably sell them. Oh, let's do all of this material. Moon Fencer's Mail. Probably sell that. Let's do these hats as well. We don't need these hats. What's that? It's another hat. What does that give us? Gives us a bit. Let's try 200. Fine. Right, we got some space. Some space. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know which one it is. Not this one. The Dostal Gate then. Oh, we're going back to the ocular. Yes, let's enter the ocular.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Let's tell him about the ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
He doesn't believe us, chap.
Now,
he doesn't
let us
believe
return to
us.
the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Northrend, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphinaud is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphinaud journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alizé, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alizé felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armareng? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin-eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Cool, cool, cool. We are complete. Let's have a look at our new trousers. Use. Oh, they went straight into the armory chest. Smilodon skin. Well, at least they're a good colour. Searcher of Alphinaud. We kind of have to do Alphinaud, because I said I would in the tweet. Zemgenmai. Excellent. Such a lovely, beautiful place. I wish I lived in a crystal city. I have a letter for you. A letter from the boss. He's going to join me. At the ammo launch. You don't have a thing for the ammo launch. I think I have to use the crystalline neem to get ourselves there. Possibly up those steps. That. Leaves. Oh, we don't want leaves. We don't want leaves of the crystarium. They'll just bore us to death with their boringness. Should be the last of them. Yeah. He is going with me.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
People. Leveled up. Eyeball. A sprig of thyme. Cool. We can mount. Don't know if it's worth doing these here, because this is a split area. Hobgoblins. South, you say? Oh, sod off, you stupid goblin. There's one. There's one. Oh, that's a long way to the north. Let's go and see Ivor first. Have some lake time. Ooh, the leaky keel. $340 arms might put us somewhere near this village. Maybe just a little bit north of it. Let's attune first. We don't want to not attune first. Hello, destination. Ooh, let's have some mead. McGill's. What do you think I'll be paying with? Oh, fine, I'll scrub your floors. Oh, really? Fine, extermination work it is. Probably shouldn't have mounted up inside the building. Nothing else, it's probably rude. Really? Blighted crops. Two swarms. Is that north as in we can get to it, or north as in up there? Imagine it's north as in up there. Let's see if we can have a closer look. Yeah. North as we can get. He's not there. Wonder what happened. Look at that, show off with his flying mount that can fly.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
His eye clocks on.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well. Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Nope.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Send her a pixie to say hi.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. and thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
I'm gonna guess
and
that's
so
a
we
yes.
take to the road once more.
Do 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 do. Let's just check we've not triggered any no, we've not. Okay. Here the quests that unlock ether currents. There's a screaming lady. Let's go and help the screaming lady. Bet it's one of them Sin Eaters. Yep, it's one of them Sin Eaters. A suspicious purple circle. Didn't mean to heal myself then, but never mind. Manic Madame.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Ah, I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
Fish, is it? Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged, and so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you!
Ah, at last!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gate Town, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Eating it? He's eating it. She spotted us. Does she know what I'm going to do? Here's one. How do we get to it though? There? Begrimed bloke. Oh no, there's a listener. Oh, I'm starting to get the restless legs. Also, I need to find some kind of Moogle who likes to deliver letters. First, there's a tune. Hello, Moshamore. Yes, Alphinaud, I will go to the place where he is most likely. For I have the pointy stick. And I am not afraid to use it. Inspect him with... Oh. At him. Don't know.
There you are. The thief who claimed the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city.
I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
It's a good idea.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless? I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphinaud, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Wright then? Is that? I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Got to go and save someone. That's all we seem to be doing right now, is saving someone. But I suppose that's what adventurers do. Discovered a new location. Remember, there's something to the southwest. Oh, Alphinaud and his fire-making skills. Well, he made a fire. Do. There it is. We can see it. It's there. Really? Right, now let's get the flock out of here. "501 yards to the east." Well, that's going to be the other side of... I think that's actually kind of back where we were. I think it's here somewhere. But let's finish this quest first, as that's closer. And it is a school night. Oh, his mojo's been dashed on those rocks. Ooh. I suspect these are... Yes. Oh, and they sink. He's as strong as a Talos. It's not a Talos, is he? Did she marry a Talos? Sure. Right, let's go and help this lady. Then we'll go and help the other lady. Oh, she's been attacked by a bird. This will be why its quest synced, level synced. There, handled. We're aiding. We made it. Hi, Luke. A few small tasks. Oh, back to village then. could be there. It's likely up there, though. Good evening, Mr. Gravel. How are you? Oh, not so bad, not so bad. I'm into Shadowbringers. We're just doing some ether current quests. I caught your stream earlier, but I didn't know whether you won or not because your opponent stopped streaming halfway through. So it was difficult to see. He hanged himself. Oh, cool, cool. It looked like he was struggling. It looked like he wasn't comfortable with routing. Or his execution. Oh, okay. He also didn't have a tracker on his stream, which annoyed the crap out of me. Because I wasn't paying enough attention to know what he'd got. I was going to say I feel it should be required for that kind of thing on stream, but I don't suppose it needs to be on stream. It's just a nice thing to have for viewers, I think. Really? Come on. Thank you. It's good to end the weekend with a win. Okay. Is auto-tracking allowed now? Oh, leave my Griffin alone. He's worked hard today. difficulties here. Lion dude failed to jump now. I had a fun morning of re-recording part of the first stream that was beset with technical difficulties, and took about an hour, and then just as I was about to finish and be done with it, I noticed I'd spelt my character's name wrong, so I had to go and do it again. So that was fun. Oh yeah, there's yeah. I'm not going for any more continuity. There's some like there's some issues. You can see the joins in the video, but it is what it is. It's going up tomorrow on YouTube, and then I'm going to call it happy. I'm doing all this stuff for flying, and I won't be able to fly in this area for a long time yet. But I suppose best to get it done early. Let's go this way. This way seems to be southeast. It's there! Can I get to it without attracting the attention of these stupid birds? Yes. Or with all the weekend fan festival hype. I might have dropped 270 quid on the expansions pre-orders. So. Yeah, there's normally one in each territory, so there's normally one in the US, the EU and Japan. But because of COVID they decided to have one in Japan. With no fans, because they were going to have fans, but they cancelled it. They cancelled the fans, but kept everything else going. But of course, it being in Japan, they did it daytime in Japan, which is like nighttime here. So I couldn't really watch any of it live. But yeah, they announced the release date for Endwalker. The other new job that's in Endwalker. And opened up pre-orders. It's November 23rd, which is a bit later than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it beginning of October, if I'm honest. I suppose if you're doing it sort of that late in the year, you might as well do it for the holiday season, I suppose. I'm trying to work out, because the release date's a Tuesday, I think. But there'll be early access, and I can't remember whether early access starts on like Thursday or Saturday. But I do have 10 days. If I don't take any other odd days off, I could just take all 10 days then. Of course, it would mean only having 10 days at Christmas. Yeah. If it's 23rd. So if I took the 2 weeks off, I'd be off for 2 weeks, probably in for 2 weeks, and then off for Christmas. They don't look happy. They need to empty their sacks.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Talking
Perhaps
yesterday
in
about
rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Stupid voiced cutscenes. Yeah, I was talking to Mr. Wright yesterday about the Manacon, I think it is. And I was saying I'm probably not going because I don't think I've got my leave correct this year, and I don't think I'll have the leave. And his answer was basically, "Oh yeah, no, just pull a sickie." So I'm like, So I'm not sure how comfortable I'd be doing that. Yeah, it would only be like probably the Friday and the Monday. It'd probably be fine. But I think the consensus yesterday was that like, folks. Yeah, I think the consensus that folks probably weren't going this year because it was a bit too close to the end of thing. You won't be able to go. Was it just for vaccine reasons or any other reason? Just didn't make sense. An other reason? Yeah, never mind. Oh wow, I've gone the wrong way with the queue. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. You got like any sort of game projects that you could do with a week of solid practice or something? See, now there's this expansion to an MMO that's coming out in November. Oh, would that be your third mentor tournament? Oh, okay. I didn't realise they were both mentor tournaments. She just told me I smelled. Yeah. Did you get to pick who you want to mentor, or is it just randomly assigned? And by pick, I mean, does someone have a, you know, is there a list of mentors and someone will pick you off it or something? Okay. Well, that's cool. Is it someone you know, or something? Yeah. Well, I presume it's someone you know. How do I do the apply the sweet-smelling perfume? Ooh. Realised that one was occupied. Okay, where's the sweet-smelling perfume? Am I blind? Oh, yeah, I'm such an idiot. Oh, shy. Sure, I like how he goes into a cutscene just as Alphinaud goes to take a shower. Let's go and see if we can attune ourselves. Also, seeing if we can get this lookout point that you can't see from here. Was it moved? I think we need to. Ah. Oh, are they account wide? Oh, I don't have the sightseeing log. Oh well. No sightseeing for me. Kinda weird. Well, I don't know what the wrong with that then, because my bitrate hasn't changed much. I have dropped 20 frames. I don't know when I dropped those. Don't think I can. Oh, I'll do that.
Oh, who's this then?
So is it like
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I'm...
Oh, bollocks.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy!
Oh dear God.
That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Oh, Alphinaud's angry.
Wonderful, wonderful! Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
Ooh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content. Isn't that right, darling?
That's a very pointed question.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Yeah, so I think I just need a new computer. Or play around with my bitrate settings. But I don't know what the bitrate settings do, to be honest. Yeah, I could probably knock that down to 720. Can I change the bit rate midstream? Probably shouldn't. Put it up to 4,000 and just watch everything probably explode. Well, nothing's died yet. Although having said that, I don't know if it's made any difference. Oh, well, isn't that a big orange circle? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's in some trouble there. It's, we should help him. Oh, we didn't drop him. That was a relief. You must think highly of your mistress. Betty doesn't like her. Oh, he does like her. You value him highly? I don't care, just whatever. Ooh, some new boots. Get these new boots equipped. Guess the old ones look terrible. Could probably do with replacing them gloves as well. Those gloves look awful. Not that I'm an expert on fashion. To Beehive then. To Beehive. Have you given any thought to, aren't you entitled to have some emotes now you're an affiliate? Or what is this nonsense? Ooh, that's a tough one. Hi. Oh, this does not look good. Oh, I win. Cool. You could do a GG one with your your panda's face with the G's for the eyes. Or was that a push? Oh. Actually, no, that's a shit idea. Are you going to do anything with your channel points as well, or are you just going to leave them? Because I'm getting a few now. Oh, fine. What dance? I realise that sigh probably didn't sound really good on stream. I will. What mark on stage? Oh, is it? Oh, I've got to go one. Oh, I've got to go one of these. Oh, why didn't they just give me a pole? Oh, they did give me a pole. Holy crap! Well, that's a terrific dance. There, did me some pole dancing. A toast to Lord 4-3. It seems my bit rate has increased. Has it improved noticeably, or is it still just a little bit meh? Fair enough. I think the maximum 6. I might bosh it up to 6 for next time. For tomorrow, see if that helps. He's changed into his normal clothes. Okay, maybe not his normal clothes. I might leave it at 4.5 then. I mean, I'd like to do 60. But being as I can't even run the game at 60 FPS. Oh, he's such a doting husband. Jewelry. But Alfie. A blessed instrument. Alphinaud draws you close with a whisper. Sniff out the military headquarters. Is he saying the soldiers smell? Whee! Splat. Let's randomly open this cell and talk to the weeping warbler inside. Sneak out to the derelicts. So the sad thing is, I know I haven't activated the ether crystal on the ground floor, so I'm gonna have to walk. Or did we? Did we? No, we did attune to this one, I think. Yeah, we did. I've just wasted all that time walking. Hello, Ethernet shard. So do you know when your next match against Talon is? Talon? 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 Oh, okay. Well, he seems a bit of a dick. So, was he suggesting cut her throat out? Thanks there. But yeah, it's exciting race against the tournament favourites. Got to be exciting. So, are you definitely playing against him, or has he got to play someone else first? Okay. Ascension sounds permanent and possibly painful. So this gets you into the round of 64? Or have I got that wrong? Okay. I was going to say pretty big tournament. I'm sure you've told me how many people. Is it something like 170 people in it, or 270 people in it, or something? When does the Mentor tournament start? Wow, looks alright. Sigh. Ooh, Screaming Man. Someone else ascending? Downwards? Ooh, it's them. We're about to get our first glimpse of the vaunted Lord Vorthery. I can't remember. It's a genuine question. Go in the right direction, it would help. Sure, let's go. Is I doubt it'll let me go on without it.
That's him. That's Vorthery. He is attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthery, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that! What then is a man of mercy to do, but offer the sinner another way to show his contrition?
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishir won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me, of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me? I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
Turns out, Borthwy, bit of a knob. Chai! Well, he seems upset. Are there any more Ethan current ones, quests we need to do? That one. No, that wasn't one. Oh, okay, fair enough. We'll just go and talk to Alphinaud. Isn't the Mentor Tournament's finals split into 4 though? Now that I think about it. If you're still there. That hurt. Oh, which sword are they going to leave out? Or will they name it after like the crystals? Not the crystals, the pendants. Oh, that seems better. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Oh, that's going to be a chunky old tournament. I suppose it's a little fairer though, isn't it? Gives you a chance to recover if you have a just a bad day. Cool. I think we're done for the evening, I'm going to suggest. Took a little longer than I thought it was going to, and everything with this game takes a little longer than I think it's going to. And that is fine. Okay, so we've done Alphinaud's questline. And so tomorrow night we get to do Alice's questline, which is a jaunt around, and possibly a dungeon. Oh, that would be exciting. Yes. Yeah, cool. Right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Back on tomorrow, hopefully about 7:30ish, but who knows? Dinner and all that. And have yourself a good evening, what's left of it. Good night.